I don't know what to do.
Why a Hendricks County woman has to pay 2 rent checks this month.
And that woman sharing her stories that you do not become a victim tonight or any day. She spoke only to RTV6's Graham Hunter.
Elizabeth McKee tells me that she put her rent check in the Dropbox here like she normally does, and then she went home, where a couple of days later she found a notice on her door saying she owed a late fee for non-payment of rent. Well, she says she knew something was wrong, and she quickly found out she wasn't the only victim.
When people take from you, they don't know what damage they do it.
Elizabeth McKee has lived at the Bradford Park Apartments for 3 years.
When I get my Social Security check, I make sure that's the first thing I do is go get my rent check.
McKee says she's never late and put her December rent check in the Dropbox on Saturday, but later she got a notice on her door.
Had to pay a $25 late fee.
When she went to the office, they told her they didn't have her rent check.
They said that it wasn't in there and it was up to us to repay the rent, or after the 10th day, you could get evicted.
Management at the complex tells me a total of 3 tenants' rent checks went missing, and that all those missing checks were put into the Dropbox on Saturday.
My birthday is Christmas Day, and I don't want to have to move in the wintertime.
Management tells me after evaluating the circumstances, they won't be evicting any of the apparent victims or charging the late fee. But the victims are still responsible for paying December rent. That's a problem for McKee.
It'll be 30 days before they can replace the check.
Because she's on a fixed income, she prefers to get a money order so she can immediately track her budget.
I probably should have given them a check, a personal check, because at least I guess you can put a stop payment on a check.
McKee says her bank still has no record of the money order being cashed.
It's terrible. I think it's horrible. If it was one of my kids, I would choke them.
It's unknown at this point how the checks could have been removed, but McKee wants others to be weary that a Dropbox might not be 100% safe. She'll be hand-delivering her checks from now on.
I won't ever put mine in there again. Never.
Rent here is due by the 3rd each month, but management tells me that folks who live here can actually bring their rent checks inside on the 4th as long as they do so before 9 o'clock in the morning. That way they can avoid late fees and also avoid having to use the Dropbox. Reporting from the Northwest Side, Graham Hunter, RTV6.